So, Anthrocon in Pittsburgh happened last week, and I didn't attend, but I still want to talk about it. I saw a lot of posts on Twitter, of course, a lot being positive with people enjoying the con and having a good time. But I also saw a lot of negative things, which just made me think, are these cons getting too big? And should there be an attendance cap for these bigger fur cons? Hi, my name is Melly Dog, and if you like what you see, please consider leaving me a like for the algorithm monster, and maybe leave a subscribe too. It is very much appreciated. So, Anthrocon, as we all know, is together with Midwest Fur Fest, the biggest furry convention out there, with an attendance of 17,639 people this year. Which is very impressive, but with big numbers, you get big crowds, and with big crowds, you get people that cannot behave themselves in public. But let's begin with something I feel like is just a giant problem that comes from the cons themselves. That being the con registration line, which according to videos and messages I saw on Twitter, went all the way downtown, and you pretty much spend your entire day in that rag line. And yeah, we furries are used to line con. It's part of the experience kinda, but come on, man. The whole day in the line, that is not good organized. And I really feel like there should be a better solution to that. I don't know, maybe in the future cons can just put out a virtual rec system which gives you a QR code that if staff requires to see your badge, you can just show your QR code. And only get the people get in line that really want that physical badge. I am definitely not an expert by a long shot, and I really don't want to claim to be one. All I'm saying is, if these cons are going to grow at the rate that they're doing it right now, I just feel like there should be measures in place to make sure that everybody has an enjoyable time. But let's move on to the other, more serious things that happened at Anthrocon this year. These are things that the con itself cannot really do much about, because like we discussed earlier, you have big crowds, you get dumb people. It just really works like that. But these incidents are still so wild to me that I don't even know, how does this stuff happen? So our first incident is somebody just got attacked with a sword. Yeah, you heard me correctly. This guy called Jake O'Leary stabbed his roommate multiple times with a real sword. And of course, like it should be, was arrested at the con. But why and how anybody is even allowed to have a real sword, weapon, not prop item, in their possession while being at a public convention is absolutely mind-boggling to me. I really hope that that person just gets on every ban list out there and is not able or allowed to attend any more Furcons just for the safety of other people. And for real, I am so sorry for the poor person that got attacked by a sword at a furry convention. The other incident is that somebody somehow ended up on the con space roof just taking a casual stroll up there. You really cannot make this shit up, and why do people always have to do stupid shit at furry conventions? All you're doing is pissing other people off and giving the fandom a bad light in the public eye. Just like the first person, they got arrested and got removed off the con space, and I am very glad that the con is handling that stuff so well. But it does make me think about my initial question, should these conventions continue to grow? Because if they extend in the future, things are not gonna get easier. It's just gonna get harder and harder to control the crowds and just get everything running smoothly. And yeah, I know that the con is trying to make a good time for everyone and that they're trying their best to filter out those people, but you can never 100% filter out the crazies out there. And if these cons are going to grow and grow in the future, it just makes me afraid that incidents like this will not just happen once or twice every convention, but that it's going to be a bunch, and almost every con will be a major disaster because everybody's just going to say, oh, look at Furry Week Atlanta, there has been like 10 incidents. Oh, look at Anthrocon, this year it's at there was only like 15 incidences. It just gets you thinking because nobody wants to have these extreme severe incidents. As a con goer, you just want to meet your friends and have a good time and not stand in line all day and be afraid that somebody with a weapon is going to attack you. And I get that these things are mostly one and done things, like it's 1 or 2 incidents and then they're done, and a bunch of people still have an awesome con and they have a great time. And I love that for them. That is so great. Don't let your con be destroyed by these kind of things. Like I said, it just really gets you thinking, because we don't want this stuff to happen more and more often, and that's why I personally think there should be a cap at furry conventions. They really just need to realize that they have thousands upon thousands of people, and at some point you cannot cram more people in there. It's full. It's enough. You cannot get more people here, or you can get more people, but if you do that, you just risk getting so many loonies in there that is not fun for anybody anymore. I would like to mention a convention I go to every time I can, which does have a cap, and I always enjoy that con so much because it doesn't grow in these crazy numbers with people simply because the hotel cannot fit the people. But yeah, the con I am talking about is East in Germany, and they have a cap of around 1,000 people, which doesn't seem like much, but the con is just so chill and there are mostly no incidents whatsoever, and I always have a great time because you don't have to worry about some dude climbing on the hotel roof or stuff like that. And also, I am very aware that with a cap, some people will miss out, and that sucks. Like, I totally get that. People don't want to miss out, and it does suck, but are you really willing to sacrifice a good con experience and your safety for a higher attendance number? I really do think that a cap should be implemented at big furry cons to make sure everybody has a good time and everybody is safe. But hey, I'm just a dumb dog on the internet. What do you think about this? Please tell me in the comments down below. Do you think that there should be a cap at furry conventions when it comes to the attendee number? I would love to hear your opinion and read about it and discuss it with you. Thank you so much for watching and listening to me. It really means a lot. And thank you all once again. I hope to see you all again sometime soon. Bye.